So guys, 5 career success habits. Okay, thank you, Hlengiwe, thank you, Okti, thank you, Rapsteak, right? Career success habits that we all need to form. Very important. For all of us who are going for executive positions, this is what we need to be doing, right? So I'm going to take you through that. These are very critical. These will make you grow to the next level, all right? And I want you guys to adopt them today and sign on them today and say, this is what we are planning to do, all right? Aibo, the network. Okay, but you guys will let me know if you lose me, né? And then otherwise what we'll do is that we will do this because I believe in doing these much more better. So it's either we're going to move it to later or maybe we can finish it now, and then let's see how far we actually get when it comes to this. So have you guys lost me? Am I still here? Just give me a yes, and then we can just carry on, and I'll take you through the 5 most important career success habits that I formed in order to become an executive at a very young age, right? This is what I used to do like all the time, guys. I never stopped. Okay, 100% you can hear me. So number 1, there's a lot of webinars that have been happening. And 2020, during COVID, it really made webinars very popular, all right? So what you need to do is that you need to be subscribed to the right newsletters so that at least once a month, you are sitting in an industry webinar, all right? Have you guys been attending webinars? What do you guys think about webinars? Is it something that works for you? Is it something that doesn't work for you? But please just make sure that you sit in at least one webinar a month. Guys, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot, right? So if you're connected with the right people on LinkedIn that are based in your industry, you need to at least be getting that information from them, right? They need to be your resource for getting into those webinars. So very important. So at least look for one webinar that has to do with your sector once a month, and at least get to listen to people who are captains of the industry and so forth, sitting on panel discussions and talking about the industry as a whole, and make your notes. Webinars are like a free school, guys. Especially if you are sitting in a webinar that has about 6-7 captains of the industry sharing industry knowledge. That is the best spot to be. Take a piece of paper and keep making your notes, right? So that is the first one that I used to do like all the time. Even today, I still attend those webinars. The second one, hi Khoputso, welcome. The second one, you need to do at least one free or cheap course a month, right? So this client that I was sitting with just before we came here, we were looking at Udemy and all of the Udemy courses that you can get for $250. On Allison, you get free ones, So at least one a month, just to upgrade your skills, guys, right? Just to learn new things. Right? These people keep calling me. Sorry, there was a phone call coming through. Ne? So that's what you want to do. You want to do at least one free or cheap course on Udemy. If you prefer Coursera, you can do Coursera. If you prefer LinkedIn, you can do free LinkedIn courses, but at least once a month, guys. Just find one course and do it. Just find one and do it, just for the sake of doing it. All right. So that is also very critical. The third one is you need to read industry news at least twice a week. So where do you get your industry news? Guys, you go on to Google, you type in your profession in the search bar, then you click on search, and then what comes up, you take the tab and you put it on news. Then it's going to tell you about the latest news within your industry, right? So that is very important. You need to constantly connect with your industry. Number 4, you need to post those industry news, the same ones that you found on point 3. You need to post them on your LinkedIn at least twice a week, right? So whenever you find those news, post them onto LinkedIn. And I will give you the reasons why you need to do all of these habits, right? So number 5 is you need to meet with a career mentor or coach at least once a month, right? So at least once a month, just meet with them. So don't only engage me as your career coach when there's something hectic that's coming through, like an interview or you are frustrated or whatnot. Sometimes just make sure that you come through for a session to say, let's debrief for the month. Let's have a conversation. Let's share some ideas. Let's see what we can do. So all of my clients that I started within 2020 that are still with me today, which is about 80% of them, they still continue to come for coaching, even though they've reached the executive positions, all of that, they still continue to come and sit down with me and say, no, coach, let's just debrief a little bit and let's just have this conversation, right? So guys, if you're going for an executive position, you cannot make it there without these 5 career success habits. And I will tell you the reason why for each and every one of them, right? So let's start with the first one. When you attend an industry webinar, like I said, it's like a free school. If you're listening to the CEO and the top dogs of your industry speaking about industry, coming up with strategies, coming up with what's going to be happening in 5 years and 6 years' time, that is free university, guys. If you're sitting there with a piece of paper, right, you get to understand how you can contribute meaningfully to your industry. Because when you become an executive, that is your job. Your job is to contribute meaningfully to your industry, not just your job, not just at the office. Right? So it's very important that you attend those, guys, especially the free ones. So you didn't pay for it, but the amount of information that you get, it's stuff that they can't even teach you at university. No other course can teach you. When you're listening to a panel discussion with 5 top dogs debating a specific issue, I'm telling you, you can never get more knowledge than that. That is 100% proper free knowledge. So please look for those webinars. The second one is that if you do at least one free, cheap, or cheap course, the reason for this is that, guys, industries are constantly evolving, right? So whenever you go for a new, when a lot of people that create courses on Udemy, they will create them based on the current need of a specific industry. And then you can get them for $199, $250, $500, right? The same things that somebody else would charge you $1,000, $10,000, $40,000 for, and so forth. So they make sure that the information that you have or the skills that you have in order to contribute towards the sector, they remain current. Number one, right? And then you don't become stale within your sector. So that becomes extremely, extremely important, right? That you make sure that you do at least one free or cheap course on Udemy. Sometimes you have to put a little bit of an investment, right, on Udemy in order for you to grow within your sector and your industry. So that is very important, very critical. The third one, obviously, is that you must read your industry news. Guys, and please let me know if I'm still on or if I've dropped, because we've been having some technical issues for the last 2 days. Load shedding is hitting me at the wrong time. So let me know if you're still with me. Okti, let me know if I'm still good. Hope also if you're still there. Moderators, let me know if I'm still good. Like if you still 100% can hear me. All right. So reading the industry news, guys, is also critical because these things, they will come up in your interview. So some of these things will come up in your interview. Rapsteak, thank you. Thank you, Okti. Right? These things will come up in your interview where they want to ask you questions about the current affairs within your industry. And if you cannot present the case or have that conversation, or even at a point where you want to get headhunted, right? If you cannot get into a conference and speak about the current affairs and etc., that's going to be a big problem for you. So at least 2 pieces of news, just a week. Guys, it doesn't take you that long. Literally, it takes you about 20 minutes to read those industry news, right? And then number 4, you need to take those news and post them onto LinkedIn, right? So guys, what you do is you go into that specific article, you copy the URL of that article, and then you paste it onto LinkedIn, and then you put your caption. Why do you do that? Because you want everybody who's connected with you to take you seriously as somebody who's growing within that particular sector. You want to be taken seriously. So that's why you have to take those news and post them onto LinkedIn and give an opinion. So you copy the URL, you paste it, then you give your own opinion and your own caption. All right. You become visible to industry leaders and captains, people that can inbox you and say, listen, we like your mind, we like your thinking. We would like to meet you for coffee and see how we can actually get you to work for our own organization. Right. This is good advice. I even recommend reading books as well. Ikepu, 100%. So guys, if you are a reader, right? Unlike me, I don't read. But if you are a reader, guys, go read the right books as well, so that you are constantly connected to your industry. Guys, if you're not following me, please make sure that you follow me so that you can know whenever I go live, right? So that's what you need to do. I'm loving the advice of books as well, but YouTube videos as well, right? Because YouTube videos will tell you if there's a latest interview within your sector, right? Then you can go and listen to that interview. Okay, very important. And then meet a career coach or mentor at least once a month, right? So make sure that you have a little bit of that budget to say month end every month end, I will meet with my coach, I will meet with my mentor, we will sit down, then we will continue to craft my strategy. Because in most cases, the higher you move, the lonely you become. I mean, my client sent me a voice note today and said, Coach, I'm starting to feel that loneliness. I mean, she's just made it into a top executive position. And she was like, Coach, I'm feeling that loneliness. I would like a session for this month, right? So once a month, I've got clients that are just contributing. It's not that they're looking for a big thing or they're looking for a strategy no, they're just looking for an accountability partner to sit down with and say, listen, these are the ideas that I'm thinking of. How can we tackle it? So guys, if you build these 5 career success habits, I'm telling you, it's a matter of time before you become an executive because you are upskilling yourself, right? There's personal development in this. There's just so much that is going on. So you must commit to these. And this is something that you must constantly do. Guys, you must remember what a habit is, right? A habit is something that you do consistently. So you can't say 1 week you are searching industry news, the other week you are not searching industry news. You need to be accountable to yourself, and then you need to constantly be applying these habits. Very, very, very important, right? So guys, if you are learning a lot from this, you like this kind of advice, please double tap the screen, to show the love. It's free to double tap your screen, but if you feel like you're learning something, let's get those hearts up, right? Let's double tap, and make sure that you are following. And guys, please don't forget, go to careeremporium.co.za if you are looking for more articles, more blog articles that have to do with your career goal. Thank you so much, for the rose, right? Make sure that you go there and then you read more blog articles. It's 100% free for you to learn about these career strategies that we've been discussing. Go to the YouTube channel. If you missed the past masterclasses like this one that I'm giving now, go to the YouTube channel and listen to the old ones as well, right? Join the WhatsApp group if you want a reminder whenever there's a new blog article that is out or there's a new video that is out, so that I can be able to share with you in that group. Okay, so you can join the WhatsApp group on careeremporium.co.za. But guys, I want us to commit to these habits. You don't move just by hoping for things to happen. You don't move just by only praying for things to happen, right? You need to form habits around whatever goal you want to achieve. So in this group, for everybody who's new, we go by the Fetch Army, right? We are the Fetch Army. We're a group of professionals that are fetching promotions. We are fetching executive positions. We are not scared. We don't make excuses. And we come with practical solutions in terms of how we can move forward, right? And that's why today we're talking about these 5 career success habits, which are very, very important. This will make a very difference in your career journey and in your career life. So if you are sitting and you are just letting things flow, right? And then all you are doing is wishing for things to happen, right? And you are hoping, there are people that think in their careers, things change with time. It's not that things change with time. JJ, hi, right? It's not that things change with time. Things change when you do things with the time that is presented. So time on its own is not a catalyst for anything. It's just a matter that moves from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days to 4 days, right? To this week, to next year. But there's certain actions that you have to do in that time that you are given in order to get where you need to be. So guys, things don't change with time. Things change with what you do with the time that is presented. And one of the things that you can do for yourself, guys, is build these 5 career success habits. And guys, this you do from entry-level position. This is not something that you do only later in life once you are in a management position or an executive position. Until you are building yourself towards that executive position. So you need to build these habits now as you are working towards that bigger plan. So guys, please type yes in the comments if you are saying to me, I am going to be doing this, right? Coach, I'm looking at Udemy. I think you mentioned 3. Can you please mention the other 2? Okay, Manon, you've got Udemy. Then you've got Coursera. So Coursera, basically, it's course, then era at the end, Coursera, and then there's LinkedIn. Those are the 3. So Mo is saying yes. She's willing to build these habits. Who else is willing to build these habits? Give me a yes in the comments if you are saying, I'm going to give it a shot, and then I'm going to build these habits, and I'm going to do it consistently, and I'm going to hold myself accountable. Just give me yes in the comments. Okti is saying yes. Itu Smile is saying yes. Mamtolo is saying yes. Manon saying yes and thank you. As someone who is in the process of looking for a job, yes, 100%. Yes, definitely. Yes, yes, yes. A big fat yes. Yes from user. Yes, I'm going to give it a shot. Yes, you guys are fantastic. I'm happy. Tabi saying JJ, Mr. Gift, all of you guys that are saying yes, guys, you need to give this a shot. And guys, when do we start? Immediately. We start immediately, right? Prueberry also saying yes. And guys, when I'm saying we're starting immediately, we're starting tomorrow. So there's no such thing of, it's Friday, we start this on a Monday. This does not have a day to start. For those in tech, go to Data Camp, a bit expensive, but worth it. Okay, there Ikepu guys is plugging you guys. If you're in the tech space, go to Data Camp, and then you will find some courses there as well. All right. So guys, we're starting tomorrow. We don't say because it's Friday, we must start on a Monday. We need to start being timeless in our heads, right? We need to be very timeless in our heads where things are not based on a Monday. Things are not based on a Tuesday or a Thursday, right? Things are not based on days and timeline. Things are not based on an age, right? 32, 35. Things are not based on time. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Be timeless and say when it's time to start something, we started. Like right now, if the seed has been planted in our heads to start new habits, so we start now. Immediately. You understand? Any plugs for supply chain industry courses to do? Manon, I've seen a couple of Udemy. I've seen a couple of them on Udemy as well, right? Supply chain ones. I've seen a couple of them because I was searching for a client. So guys, I need you guys to start owning these 5 career success habits. Form them now, guys. You are making yourself a very big favor in future. Don't sit and hope you're going to be called in for a promotion. Don't sit and hope you're going to get an inbox being headhunted, right? Don't sit and hope that certain things are going to happen. Don't sit and hope that things are going to change. You cannot just sit and hope, guys. You have to build habits around what you want to achieve. You need to build habits around your goals. Guys, this is what I do still today, every day. Something that I started back in 2008. Still today, every day, I do this. And I shock myself with the amount of information that I actually have, right? I think that's my problem. Thinking I'm over 36 and have to start afresh. No. I'm just hoping my company will give me a chance in the industry. Rapsteak, go fetch that chance. Go fetch that chance. Right? You can grow in the industry. You have no idea how much control you have. You have so much control, right? Khopozo, they're saying it's never too late. Hey guys, it's never too late. It's never too late. And I know 36 might seem like a daunting age. Today I had a client who said to me, yo, coach, I'm 30. I was like, you said, yo, I'm 30 like you are 75. You still have a lot of time to grow within the industry because a lot of us as executives, you must remember, guys, we never retire. We never retire. Once you become an executive, you become a board member, you're going to sit in board positions until you are 80. So it's not like you are running out of time. That's a nice thing about executive positions because you can switch from executive to non-executive to board member positions, and you can do this until the day you die. So it's not like you are running out of time because you're going to turn a certain age. We go on forever. I mean, right now I'm sitting in executive positions and non-executive positions and board positions for different organizations. I'm not planning to retire. I'm planning to do this until I'm 90. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no such thing as running out of time. When we are talking about executive positions, there's no such thing. That's why I want you guys to work towards that. Because the moment you retire, somebody is going to poach you and say, please sit on our board because of your experience. Please sit on our board because of what you've achieved. Please sit on this board. Please sit on that board. Please sit on that board. So you're going to be doing it forever. So guys, time is not an issue. So forget timelines, forget what day of the week it is for you to start something, forget whether it's 0:00 or 10 past or 2:15, right? So you have this whole thing that is called what is it called? Compulsive disorder, right? Where you want things to be 0:00 before you start. You want things to be a specific number before you start. It does not work like that, right? Government department has NSG that offers free courses. Okay, there's another plug. Right? I didn't see Mr. Gift. Udemy has a good one there. I just completed it. Yes. I saw it too, Mr. Gift. I saw it too. So guys, go to Udemy. Go to LinkedIn courses, right? That goes with success habit number 2. One free or cheap course. Go to Allison, right? Allison, I think you only pay for the accredited certificate, but you don't even need that because this is about building your skills. This is not about going to school. This is about just personal development, developing yourself to move on to the next level. So that is very important, guys. These career success habits, guys, you need to start with them immediately, and then you need to do them consistently. You will be shocked at how much you grow. You will be. I give you guys a month of doing this, and I'm telling you, after a month, you're gonna come back and say, "Coach, something within me has moved. I'm no longer just that employee in J, who's like a nyaupe boy, just floating around, not knowing what's going on and just hoping for the best." This is what we call taking control. Right? For everybody who's new on this live, we are called the Fetch Army, guys. You can see the hashtag there. The Fetch Army, we fetch. We don't sit back and relax and live on hope only. We fetch, we come up with practical steps of saying, this is what I want to do. So if you are following me, that means you have joined the Fetch Army. Welcome. Welcome. The 2 clients that I saw today, guys, I will tell you something that is so nice, right? The 2 clients that came through today, I think they only joined the Fetch Army, if not beginning of this week, last week, but they already booked their coaching sessions. And today we were working on their career strategy, right? And that's what happens, guys. We get new troops that keep coming through, and then we welcome all of them, and we change their mindset. We really change their mindset, guys. It's shocking what's happening with people out there. The amount of excuses that I'm hearing, not from the clients, not from the Fetch Army people, but from the people out there that might influence you to get into that space. So, guys, you need to protect your space. That's another very important thing. You really need to protect your space. A lot of people will come and be negative. Executive positions are not for us, blah, 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 whatever the case is. Protect that space. Always think about the Fetch Army that is here. That's why, guys, you guys as the Fetch Army, I want you guys to follow each other. I want you guys to follow each other because you guys are full of positivity, right? So you need to sort of like feed into that. You need to feed into that. And that's why I created the WhatsApp group, so that you don't get distracted. Every day I will send you something. It's either a previous masterclass, it's either a blog article, it's something. So go to careeremporium.co.za, guys. Go join the WhatsApp group from there. But while you are there, please read the blog articles that I've put there. 100% free, right? I want to create a career strategy for my younger brother. Any suggestions? Ikepu, you start in the future and then you work backwards. So when you're going to build a career strategy for your brother, right? This is what I do with all of my clients. Before we even talk about your LinkedIn and whatnot, you have to tell me what executive position you want to get into. Because then that becomes your whole entire map. Because from there on, you can talk about what comes after this entry-level position. What kind of skills are required? What kind of habits must I build? What happens when you get to supervisory position, team leader position, blah, 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 up to the point where you get into an executive position. So you always start in an executive position, you move back. That's why when I started this live before it cut, I said to you guys, please type for me in the comments what executive positions you want to get into. If you cannot type it in the comments, we've got a very big problem. You've got a lot of research to do, because that means every time you do something, you're not working towards anything. You are just working, Jay, just waking up in the morning and working and saying things are going to change. Guys, there's a blog article that I did about the myths. I think it's 3 myths when it comes to job promotions. Go check it out on careeremporium.co.za. And some of the things that you're going to find there, those myths, guys, that's going to be a wake-up call. It's really going to be a wake-up call for you, because I think people have a different mindset in terms of how promotions work. If I've been there for a very long time, I'm going to be promoted. If I come early at 6 o'clock and leave at 10 o'clock at night, I'm going to get a promotion. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not going to happen, right? I want to be a court manager. There you go. Anyway, when you type it in the comments, then you understand it. So anyway, what you need to do, go to Google or go to LinkedIn and check what a court manager does and duties and responsibilities and qualities and experience. And then start working back to where you are today and say, how do I close the gap to become the best candidate? I always believe you can shape yourself to become the best candidate, right? So, people always say you can become the target market. If you work hard enough, you can be the target market. On the career space, I say, if you work hard, you can be the right candidate. No more regret letters. Because now you are fitting. You fit what the profile is. You fit what the profile is. Right? So that's why I want you guys to constantly think about where you are ending. I want to be a managing director. There you go, Sibu. So Sibu, go study what a managing director is and what they do and work backwards. Right? And say, as an MD, what am I going to be responsible for? And guys, you must remember, there's a lot of executive positions: CEO, CFO, COO, managing director, executive director, head of sales, head of something, COO. There's a lot. There's a lot. So you guys need to go find what your executive position is. Because let me tell you something. If you don't know what executive position you want to occupy, what are you working towards? That means you are working to work. You understand? You wake up in the morning to work. And whatever you get in between, you treat it like it's a bonus. Right? You treat it like it's a bonus. Oh, okay, I got an increase, it's a bonus. Oh, okay, I got a promotion, well, it's a bonus. So basically you're saying, even if this thing didn't happen, I'd still be fine. Guys, I would caution you against working just for working, because bills have to be paid. That is the saddest life ever. Sad life. So while you are working, yes, to pay your bills and so forth, right? And so forth. I'm getting so much value today. Mr. Giff, I'm glad. As long as you're learning, I'm 100%. You understand? So if you fall into the trap of just working to pay bills, man, it's a sad life. I feel bad for you. I don't think it should be like that. So yes, you're going to be working to earn a salary to pay bills, but also you have this fulfilling journey that you are looking at. You have this fulfilling journey that you're looking at that says, I'm driving towards something, right? And then it starts feeling like a hustle. It gets exciting, You start playing the corporate game, Let me join this project in order to impress them. Let me move this side. It's so fun. I used to love it. I used to love the corporate game, and just moving around and impressing this one and creating an alliance with this one and networking and knowing people in marketing. And you understand what I'm saying? And whenever I needed a favor, I'd go to my friends in marketing and be like, hey, dude, can I contribute to the next newsletter? Because I've got some industry knowledge, knowing that newsletter is going to end up at the directors and my name is going to be there. While other people were just busy eating lunch, coming in the morning and going home. I mean, it was very disappointing. Very informative session. Z.A. Belinda, I hope you're following. I'm glad that you are learning. Please don't forget careeremporium.co.za. Go check out the blog articles there. Right? YouTube channel. Go check out the previous masterclasses. You're going to be even more empowered when it comes to that, right? So yeah, guys, this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. But guys, please don't live a life of don't be a worker, right? Be a career grower. Don't be a worker. It's a very sad life. You're living like you don't believe in yourself. You're living like you can't achieve bigger things. Those people that are already serving in executive positions, how do you think they got there? Right? I'm not counting people that bribe their way through. I'm not saying those people don't exist. I'm saying while they do exist, it's not everyone. Right? When I became an executive at 35, I can tell you right now, I didn't bribe anyone and I didn't sleep with anyone. I had these 5 career success habits that I was building, to the point that you become a subject matter expert. You get TV interviews, you get radio interviews, you get all of that, right? I was on SAFM now. How did I end up there? It's because I'm a career expert now, right? So that's what happens. I was on Newsroom Africa. Why? It's because I was putting my content and my industry knowledge out on LinkedIn, and the producer says, come through. It looks like you are well versed on the subject. I was always the first to drop new changes in regulation because I'm constantly reading, constantly consuming information. What that does for you is that it puts you ahead of the pack. That's what you want to do, right? Troops, when we go to war and we're smashing down doors and going for those executive positions as the Fetch Army, we go in there tactically. We don't just go in there rough and start demanding positions. Yeah, why am I not an executive? They overlook me because I'm a Pisces. They overlook me because I'm from a specific township. They overlook me. No, guys, not the Fetch Army. Fetch Army doesn't do that. Fetch Army, we are the most tactical group of people. We understand how we need to flow around. We understand how we need to network. We understand how we need to open up doors. That is us. But these 5 career success habits are going to help you a lot, right? Because remember, guys, when an opportunity comes for a promotion, you need to be ready. Don't get caught off guard, right? A manager resigns today. And then only today, you want to build these 5 habits so that you can convince Menko or Exco that you are the right person for the position. It's too late. So a soldier constantly needs to be prepared. As a soldier, you don't go for shooting training only if they're saying tomorrow there's war. Every day when you wake up, you go for your shooting training, you go for your tactical planning, you teach yourself war tactics and whatnot. So that when the time comes, and the time comes immediately, you are ready. That's why these habits are very critical and very important. So guys, please form these. Sign a contract with yourself. This is not about me. This is not about the person sitting next to you. This is about you. Sign the contract with yourself today and say, when I leave this life, when I get home, I am going to build this success habits. Yesterday I did the Menkosa free marketing strategy course, and today I got my results and I passed. Guys, there you go. There you go. Look at what Sibu is doing. Right? If it's free, why not? If it's free, why not? Right? Pregasen Pillay says, great advice. Hey, man, no problem. Pregasen, I hope you're following. I hope you're joining the Fetch Army, right? That's what we do, right? So please fire emojis for Sibu, guys. You know, please just make sure. I'm very late, but it's fine. I will catch up. Yes, Kunge, I will make sure that I actually implement all of these things, upload these lives. The ones that got cut, I need to edit them, because yesterday's one also had network issues, so it cut a little bit. So I need to sort of like put them together, and this one as well. So I'll let you know as soon as they're up, right? So guys, Sibu is doing well. That's what you do. And this is what the Fetch Army does, guys. Please look for yourself in the comments. The Fetch Army will tell you when somebody wins, when one of us wins, we all win. When one of us gets a certificate, we all get a certificate. When one of us wins a promotion, we all get a promotion, right? So that's what we do here as a community, guys. So I need those fire emojis for Sibu. Sibu is doing well, really upskilling, you know, himself. Is it a he? Yes. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what you need to constantly be doing, guys. We need to constantly be growing. But these career success habits, guys, are important. You need to sign the contract today. Thank you for the fire emojis, guys. I see you. Sibu, this is all for you. All these fire emojis are for you, Sibu. You just inspired some people. Guys, we inspire each other. Guys, we are the Fetch Army. We don't play that. We will fetch. Whatever people are saying is impossible, guys, Tina, we will fetch it. Sbuda, thank you so much for the rose. Right? Whatever people are saying it's impossible, Tina, as the Fetch Army, we're going to fetch it. We're going to fetch it. We're not going to wait. We're not going to listen to excuses. Anybody else who is full of excuses around us, guys, siyabagapa. We leave them behind. So, guys, I want you guys to take yourself so seriously. You know, and then some of you guys, thank you, everyone. Everyone needs free courses available on Menkosa. Guys, go to Menkosa. Go to Menkosa. That's what it boils down to, Sibu. Upskilling yourself. You separate yourself from the masses. Exactly. You don't want to be part of the masses. Fetch Army stands out. Wherever we go as the Fetch Army, we stand out. We think differently, right? I was going to say that some of you guys also want to get married or you want to get dating. Impress these people with this knowledge, you know? When you bump into somebody at a conference and you want to pursue something, you know? I mean, you can impress them with this knowledge and say, I'm this guy. I'm this guy with these kind of brains. You understand? So, guys, get into these habits. Extremely important. Get into these habits. But start immediately. Start immediately. It doesn't cost you. Guys, it doesn't cost you much. Please tell me something in all of these habits that costs a lot of money. That costs more than $1,000. None, right? So you have to build these habits, guys. You have to build these habits. If you're looking for an accountability partner, you want to meet with me on a monthly basis, go to careeremporium.co.za. Book a session. Let's sit down. Let's talk, right? One-on-one session 450, LinkedIn session 199. Because we need to fetch your LinkedIn profile as well, because everything starts with LinkedIn. Everything starts and ends with LinkedIn. If you want to be visible, you want to be poached, you want to be headhunted, then it starts there, right? So guys, this is where we're going to leave it for today. I hope you learned a lot. But everybody who's new here, I will tell you right now, before we close this live, my people know what we do before we close this live. So somebody needs to start a hashtag Fetch Army Train, and don't go, because I'm going to give you a shout out, right? So stay in the live until I'm done doing the shout outs. But in the meantime, use this time to follow me, and then there you go. But Tobile has started the train, hashtag Fetch Army. Guys, follow the train. Everybody in the comments, hashtag Fetch Army while I give you shout outs. Let's go. Hashtag Hashtag fetch army, fetch tech. Hashtag fetch army, guys. Put it in the comments for me. Let's start the train. By putting hashtag fetch army, you are basically saying you are signing the contract with yourself to adopt these 5 career success habits. There you go. I can see the train is moving. In the meantime, let me give you guys shout outs very quickly. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for coming through and thank you for the gifts. Okti. Captain Moderator, thank you. I really appreciate you. Ikepu Elimnyama, thank you for coming through, boss. I see you. Manon, my friend, thank you for coming through. Mamtolo, thank you for always being loyal and being here. I really appreciate you. Crystal Candy, I see you. Shamaine Shabalala, I see you. Pruberry, my friend, I see you a lot these days. Thank you for coming through. Zim356, I see you. JJ, thank you for coming through. Mo, I see you. Rapsteak, I see you there. Thank you for the interaction. User 2032, I see you. Please change your name so that I can give you a proper shout out next time. Pregason, welcome to the Fetch Army. I see you. Thank you for coming through. Cherio, I see you. 3Y3, I see you. Takalani, I see you. ZA Belinda, I see you. Welcome to the Fetch Army. Sibu, thank you for inspiring us today. I see you. Mr. Gift, thank you for the engagement, boss, even with the content. I really appreciate you. Noma, I see you. Edward, thank you for coming through all the time. I see you. Batobile, the lieutenant moderator, you know I appreciate you so much. These lives are nothing without you. Mazandi, I see you. Gottlieb, I see you. Kolila, I see you. Piseto M Projects, I see you. OZM, thank you for coming through. I see you. Kunget Delicacy, thank you for always coming through. I see you. Kevin, I see you. Pascal, I see you. Tsehofato, I see you. Sierra, I see you. Sierra is that old car. That name reminds me of that car. Fana, I see you. Muhludi, I see you. K2, I see you. Ngobile, I see you. And Mimi, the creator, I see you. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for doing the hashtag Fetch Army Train. I will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock, for another masterclass. Guys, remember, important things. careeremporium.co.za. Go there to check out the blog articles. Go there to join the WhatsApp group as well. Go to Career Emporium on YouTube to catch up on all of the previous masterclasses, guys. I take them, I upload them there. Yesterday's one and this one, probably I'm going to put them up this weekend. All right. And then, guys, just remember always, all the time, that you guys are the Fetch Army. I will see you guys tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Sharp, sharp.